Hello, Fortnite fans. It is I, not Luke the Notable, just some poser who decided to steal his idea to drop the Citadel 100 times. But don't worry, he didn't say he wanted to drop the Citadel 100 times, and he hasn't dropped anywhere 100 times in Fortnite in like a year, so we're fine. But yeah, so I'm not gonna bore you too much. I just want to introduce myself. I'm feverish, and I decided to drop the Citadel 100 times. How many times can I say that in an intro? A lot. But I'm not gonna bore you with too much, so let's just get into game one. Alright, game number one, and we're dropping into the Citadel, and I already know that I want to conquer this place on the very first game. So of course I killed the boss, and captured the flag, and with these two mythics, I gotta put them to use. Just like, boink, and let's do it one more time, with a bonk. And one more time sounds good, so boink. And sadly, this would not save me from, not this player, but another player who would third party me, and my teammate, and we would lose. Game number two I landed in, and it was very uneventful. Nothing really happened until I tried to leave, and this player decided to end my career. Game number three, the boss hit me outside of the castle, and more or less to say, I took that as the hint to just run away. So I decided to spend the rest of my game just riding around on a dirt bike, hopefully trying to make it to the final circle. But, you know, I had to take a break along the way to pick up a kill. Sadly, next time I took a break, it wouldn't go so well, and I would die and place 17th. There was no action game number 4, so I decided to go looking for the boss. But sadly, death is the only thing that I found. Game number 5, I changed my skin to this robot, because after those losses, I didn't think I deserved to play as Mystery Beast, not one bit. Luckily, my awkward little robot got a kill, and to remember it, teabagged a little bit. And so I decided to hide my way into the final circle, and it ended up in a 1v1 after I killed this guy. And you know, with that 1v1, I had to slay and bring it all the way home for my first victory. Game 6, I decided to start a K-pop group, and I also play this game on my PC, and that's why I'm not going to say too much, because I lagged and died this game. Really want to win with this skin, so I kicked the boss out of his castle, took all of his loot, and then met my match with this guy. Yeah, that's right. We killed each other, and then this guy looted us. I was feeling really jolly this game, so we're rocking this skin. And luckily, I spread the cheer by killing this John Wick. Sadly, I met another person with my skin, and he beat me to spreading the cheer. Game number 9 landed outside the main castle of this sweet little village, and sadly, I ran into the anime protagonist. This time, I decided to try to be the anime protagonist, but it just wasn't meant to be. Look, I have money. Aren't I cool? No, the answer was no, I'm not cool. Game 12, I'm rocking the default skin because I'm poor. Luckily, I defaulted my way to victory. My girlfriend told me this game, aren't we such a cute couple? Too bad she had to die. And I, of course, revenged her like the good boyfriend I am. You know me. And don't worry, I rebooted her in the end. She's perfectly fine. But we made it to the final circle, and I used her as a distraction to win the game. Game 14, I'm dropping in as a lonely boy, but don't worry, I picked up a few chicks along my way to victory. Game 15 went a little bit like Christmas. A younger sibling beat me to the presents and kicked me out of the house, and I later died from neglect. Game 16 was played on my OG account, so you know I'm rocking John Wick. Sadly, though, he wasn't meant for the new age. Game 17 felt quite strange to me, but I guess I'm the Season 1 Demogorgon, because I was absolutely killing people until some BS plot got me. Look who came crawling back to me this game, and that's right, I carried her to the final circle, until I messed with the wrong tree. Dropping in as Chief this game. Sadly though, we're gonna have to treat this like Halo 5, and forget it happened. Game 20, I decided to destroy the castle. Sadly though, this guy destroyed me before I could. Game 21, this game can legally drink and legally kill. Well, not legally, but it can legally run to the final circle. Sadly though, I came across a Boba Fett and he was from episode 5. So he killed me. Game 22, I'm feeling real inky. That's literally all I have to say this game. Game 23, I forgot to hit record, but I got 6th place. Game 24, I deserve to be a default. But as soon as I killed the soccer skin, I knew that I would win the whole game. Game 25, I went to a gas station to get a couple snacks. Sadly though, I would not get any of my snacks. By game 26, I had somewhat of an idea of what I was doing. It was a hot draw of this game, so I decided to land at this tower right outside of the main castle, which gave me plenty of loot to survive into the late game, and plenty of loot to defend myself to the point where I would be able to kill this player and, of course, claim the victory for myself. In contrast, game 27 I landed at the main spire where I would impulse this guy to his death, grab a whole bunch of loot before just riding my way off to the final circle where I would try to fight these two players, but it wasn't meant to be. I hate this anime collab. By game 28, I pretty much was making it into the late game every single round and picking up at least one kill along the way, but as you would have noticed, I didn't say win. Game 29's file is literally only 3 minutes long, so let's skip to Game 30! Game 31 was a hot drop, so you know I had to loot up and just absolutely run for my life. I'm not dying again. I don't want to die again. But, like, see, look, I got this player. Of course I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die until a hammer. Game 32, and I still hate this anime collab. Game 33, I'm dropping into build mode, and I was going to land at this house over here. Oh my god, what is that glider? Anyways, I landed at this house over here before I decided to leave. I went to this house where I decided to kill 2 players, and then after killing those 2 players, I killed 2 boards, obviously, and then I won the game. This is all I have for game 34. I got 17 kills and died. Game 35, I landed with Babes, and she gifted me a chicken. Sadly, though, that chicken died, so I decided to carry him through a whole bunch of battles, and I even carried him all the way to victory. Game 36 went a little bit like every other game. Landed the Citadel, ran for my life, and then at the end of the game, my hammer wouldn't work and I died. So, it's no surprise. Hot drop game 37, so you know I'm landing at the Warden's Tower, where I would end up picking up a hammer eventually, and I would use that hammer to run for my life. And I would also use that hammer to pick up a kill, boink, and I would use that hammer to also pick up another kill, not a boink this time, just a shot to the back. And I would use the hammer to make my way to the final circle where I would see the other 2 players. And luckily by the time I got over there, it was a 1 versus 1, and I won that. Game 38, Midas took over the Citadel, and feeling cocky, I decided I wanted to go and fight him. Sadly though, he was better than me. Game 39, I'm dropping in as an ad. It's just a shame that soccer doesn't care for advertisements. It's game 40, and it's about time that I point out that the Citadel doesn't necessarily have the most amazing loot, but if you're looking for a chill start to a game, it's the best thing ever. You can grab mats and a couple things to loot. That's really all you need to make it to late game. Game 41, I forgot I was doing 100 drops, and I nearly missed landing at the Citadel, but don't worry, I did end up landing at the Citadel, and I found a llama, and I killed it. It's fine, okay? I landed close enough to the Citadel. Let's not worry about it too much. Like, look, now I'm in the Citadel. You can't complain too much. Now, look, I even got a kill. Isn't this such an exciting game for you? Isn't it so exciting? Oh. This was a very intense final circle. I feel like I need to point that out. Very intense final circle, one of the most intense I've been in, 1v1 wise. It doesn't look that much, but, like, see, look, I'm fighting for my life. Here. I'm a 0 build player. This is the best build you're gonna get. Just because it's the best build, though, doesn't mean I'm not gonna die. In 42, I also missed the drop of the Citadel, but that's perfectly fine because it was getting really late at night. I'd filmed a ton of the other games prior to this. So, but look, I made it to the Citadel in this game, and I died later on, and that's all I'm gonna say. I want to go to bed now. Woke up the next morning for game 43, which is the best game on this list because I hit level 69 in this game, and that is just a monstrous achievement. And just for you, I'll throw in a kill for you. Like, see, look. I got a kill. Don't worry though, I do get partied, so don't get too excited yet. See, look, he's already shooting at me. I tried to defend myself with my shield keg, but bullets do a lot of damage. The Citadel was right under the bus this game, so you know it's going to be hot. It burns a little too much. Game 45, I'm dropping in all gold. You know, staying gold, just like Ponyboy. I don't remember Ponyboy killing somebody, or him killing another person, or him dying. Game 46 was anything but golden, so we can just skip it. Game 47, I'm dropping in as the Sith Lord himself, Darth Vader, and you know I had to get up to some Sith activities this game, so I dropped the Citadel, and I may or may not have found out a glitch that would boost my score, but you know, that's not the only Sith thing I did this game. I died like every other Sith. Game 48 really wasn't that eventful. I had this cool style on, and that's really about it. But nothing happened, and I mostly just sailed my way to top 10 this game. My notes for game 40 just say that it was absolutely an insane last circle, and that there was some extremely close battles like the whole game. But it did turn out that it was 3 of us left. I got this guy, and then it turned into a very intense 1v1 where I had barely any health, and this guy had all the health, and so you know what happened next. He would end up winning. It's game 50. I'm going to tell you I lose this game, but I'm going to take a little bit of time to tell you a strategy. You don't always have to land at the main castle itself in the Citadel. There's plenty of little houses and whatnot around there. There's the watchtower, there's this little seaside village, and there's a couple little towers that are around the lake itself, along with a couple little houses, which you can most of the time in those little houses or towers find Oathbound chest, which is terrific. And just so you're aware, if it's a hot drop, make sure to drop at one of these places and not the main tower. Games 51 through 53 were played in the arena playlist because I was getting quite bored of playing normal, so I decided to play arena. And when I was playing these arena games, I tried to land at this small little village or anything that wasn't the main castle, but they all started the same way, and they also all ended the same way. Like, quite literally all ended with death. Like, I didn't even make it that far this time. Game 54, I decided arena was too stressful, so I'm dropping back into normal Fortnite, and I'm really just seeking peace here. So I'm laying on top of the Warden's Tower, and from the Warden's Tower, I would sit in the waterfall. Quite literally, the entire game sitting in this waterfall. That's it. And P.S., this waterfall has a little bit of extra loot in it. You should just go and check out the waterfall. Yep, like, see? Look, off to the side. You should go there. Look at it. There's extra loot there. Game 55, I got this cool kill, and that's really it that happened for this game. I shot that guy too for some reason, but yeah, that cool kill. That's it. That's all. We can go now. We can go. Next clip. Yep, I deserve to wear this skin after all those losses. But yeah, I got a kill. It's defaulted my way to a couple kills. You know, nothing too bad. But I definitely should have spent money on V-Bucks. In 57, I did something very, 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 very unnotable, and to pay for my sins, I would get what I deserved, which was, of course, death. Game 58 dropping down as a default, and I got many kills. Many, 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 and finally many, but sadly, a soccer skin didn't approve. I lived for 1 minute and 44 seconds this game. That's it. Game 60, I'm dropping in with tears in my eye and boba on my back. Don't worry, I'm going to show you a quick little sneaky way. Yeah, up here, I got a Christmas present and a secret chest in that waterfall, but I would end the game with bullets in my back. Dropping in game 61, and it went a little okay this game, I guess. I ended up getting 1 kill with a bow from hunting somebody, but sadly, I would get hunted later on in the game and die. Game 62, I forgot to hit record, but I hit record just in time to catch my victory. Game 63, I found someone else with a crown. Game 64, I saw quite a bit of people landing at the Citadel, and I didn't like where that was going, so I more or less grabbed my loot and ran for my life. Like no tomorrow, but I didn't run fast enough. Game 65, I fought a tier 100 skin, and I lost. I hope he enjoys his dad's credit card. Game 66, I died immediately. Game 76, I was dropping in looking like a toy made by Sid in Toy Story 1, which gave me a bit of the upper hand because I was able to dominate my way to the final circle, and by this time I could see where both the other players were. They were both pinged, and it would end up going in my way because it got to a 1v1. I was healing up, I knew where the final player was, and it was time to make my move where I would kill him. Game 68, I would fight this tomato head, and I would put several bullets inside of him and kill him, and sadly, while I was healing, I'd be sniped. Oh, you know game 69, we're dropping in with a ton of swag. Sadly though, it didn't end up too swaggy. Game 70, I dropped in at the Citadel a bit late, but don't worry, I got some stuff and I left. And I picked up just a few kills along the way to the final circle, where it would become a 1v1, a game of cat and mouse. And luckily for me, I would end up being the cat. Game 71, I'm dropping in looking very, very fresh, and I'm dropping in at this little house outside the main Citadel, because most of these houses actually carry a Oathbound chest inside, which will give you plenty of loot to do things like this. Rack up a kill for yourself before someone racks you up as one of their kills. Game 72, we're dropping in Bloodthirsty, so you know we're dropping the top of this so we can gather all the loot we want. There's 3 chests up here, but boink, 1 kill, boink, 2 kills, boink, 3 kills, boink, 4 kills, and we're in the final circle, which I would have won if I had had headphones on. Game 73 through 76, all into the same way. Died really, really close off the spawn in all of them. Game 77, I killed Ninja and then proceeded to worship to a frog. Oh. And then I died. Game 78, I picked a fight with this player and I had everything going for me until I didn't. Game 79, I forgot to hit record and died. Game 80, I dropped in and slayed 2 players before I was slayed by Doomslayer. Game 81, I found a rock with all 3 llamas on it, and I would proceed to slay 2 of the llamas, and the 3rd one got away, but would later come back as this player, and it'd kill me. Game 82, I'm dropping back into builds, and it's very important to know when you drop into builds to go for this little courtyard over here, because it's going to have the most materials you need to mainly survive the Citadel and escape with your life. That is my tip, but you won't always escape with your life because you'll be put into very tense situations like this where you'll just die. Game 83, I made it to the final circle with 2 other people left, and I knew where both of them were, and I built up the high ground for myself, which you know what that means. High ground equals a victory. Game 84, I'm going for those back-to-back victories, so I would spend most of the game inside a bush until another player joined me and they would end up killing me. Game 85, I'm dropping in with all the drip, just amazing drip, and I would use this drip to get pretty far in the game, racking up 1 kill if I could hit the shots, there we go. But I'd get another kill, and another one, but would get third-partied. Game 86, I would be dropping in at the Warden's Tower because I want to make it far into this game, and I'm listening to my own advice this time. So I would hide into a bush to try and get top 10, and then I would die. Game 87, nothing cool happened, but I did have a sweet skin combo. Game 88, I was dropping in, hoping for another peaceful game where I was looting with not the best stuff, and this player who was swimming towards me decided to attack me and kill me. Alright, game 89, I made it to the final circle with several people remaining with a cool skin combo. I was really hoping to get this done. Sadly, I was attacked by one of the other players, got my health really low, but I healed up, killed this one, and my hammer didn't work, dude. It didn't work. Luckily, game 90, I dropped in with my distraction. I mean my girlfriend, who would help out a little bit, but because of that joke, she made us take separate cars. But look, she's a great distraction. I got 1 kill, and I got another kill, and then she stopped being such a great distraction here, and it would lead me to my death. Game 81, still playing with the mist, still landing Citadel Tower, and still picking up a couple kills along the way to the final circle. See this person right here? This person, though, the next person, I just killed him because he was looking in my bathroom. I didn't appreciate that too much, but, you know, I died. Game 92, dropping in at trios, which would be the greatest mistake of my life. Just because I'm literally the only person on this team who knew how to carry their weight. Look at all the kills. Look at all the kills. Look at the only person. Just me. Just me. I'm the only person who cares. Game 93, I'm rocking with all gold. I'm rocking with 10 kills. It's a 1v1. I'm looking for the next player. And sadly, he found me first, and he had the high ground, so I died. Game 94, we're dropping into the Citadel, and I'm going to be going over to this side of the castle, which wouldn't work out well because I was leaving the Citadel with all gray weapons and a couple juice boxes. Now, my gray weapons wouldn't stop me from being able to defend myself from players like this axolotl, who I would get the kill on, and then I'd have to defend myself against a Doomslayer, but don't worry, I got this. And about the time I was done with that, the final circle was closing in on top of Cold Cavern, and so I was getting the high ground, you know, making sure I was all safe, even getting this chest right here. And I would have won the game. I would have won. I should have won. I swear, because, like, look at this upcoming clip. Look at this upcoming clip. Look, I'm hitting all my shots. And just, but nothing. You know what? Watch it again. Watch it again. What happened? Game 95, we're dropping in with the OG drift skin, because I want to play more games on my OG account and show off all the skins I have, because why would I not? But this is like my favorite spot. You can land over here on top of the ledge. Come down here. There's almost always a chest. I don't know if it's guaranteed, and there's always some floor loot over here. And once you're done drinking your juice box over here, you can make your way over to the little dock area. You can pick up 2 slurp canisters. There's a couple more in that house up there, but if you come right over here, there's 2 slap canisters, so you can get a little speed boost along with some health. And then after all this, you want to come up to the tower and loot. There's some ground loot like a shotgun. If you come around this corner, there's most likely an Oathbound chest. Today there wasn't, though. And also, you'll end up in the tundra for some reason. Most of the time when you leave, even if the circle's not over there, you end up in the tundra up to the Citadel, which is very chilly. So, yeah, but don't worry. You'll get a kill, and you'll die. Game 96, we're rocking the Visitor. Chapter 3 was all about the 7, so we're rocking the OG 7. The Visitor. Yeah, I have him. You mad, bro? You should be. But don't worry, I died because I can't hit a jelly man. Game 97, we're rocking the aim skin. Now my notes say I'm not too proud of this game, so we'll just move on, but I wanted to show you the skin combo. Game 98, I'm dropping in as the OG Omega. I'm feeling real bloodthirsty this game, all I'm going to say. But this is also my biggest flex, the OG Omega skin. And we're just loomed up right now. We're preparing for the onslaught, a massacre that I'm about to unload on your viewing pleasure. See, 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill, 4 kill, 5 kill, 6 kill, 7 kill, 8 kill, and 9 kill. And now, 10 kill. A little defaulty boy. Anyways, now we're in the 1v1. I have the high ground. He only had a stink bow. And you can kind of guess where this is already going to go. My victory. Game 99, we're rocking the Ragnarok skin, and we're hoping to get a back-to-back win. So let's just skip to the final circle, where I gave it my all, but sadly, the other player had my weakness. Alright, it's time for game 100. We're dropping in with the Season 2 Night skin and the Founder's Umbrella. Going into this game, I had pretty big plans, like capturing the Citadel for myself, killing every player who even opposed me, with ease mind you, and then I would move on to the boss, kill the boss with ease, and then take his mythic hammer for myself. And of course, I had to dance on the throne, claim it for myself. It is game 100 after all, and I left the Citadel with pretty decent loot this game. You're not always going to leave like this, but sometimes you will. But do remember, every time you leave the Citadel, you will end up in the tundra. It's just what happens. I don't know what it is, but it just happens. And most likely you'll end up in the top 3 situation, like I did most of these games, with 2 other players, one on top and one on bottom, and I'm trying my best here, so with a lot of pressure underweight, I died though. And that concludes me dropping the Citadel 100 times. I got 14 victories over the course of 100 games, and I averaged at least 1 kill a game, but most of the time it was above, having 2, anywhere to 17 kills a game. Sometimes less, but most of the time I averaged around 3rd place also. And if you enjoyed today's video and you're interested in seeing more from me, I already have 2 more 100 drops planned, but I have school and stuff to do, so hopefully I can get the next one out by the end of January, and I'll try and get that 3rd one out before the end of the chapter. Now, if you did enjoy, please do subscribe and hit that notification button, because you never know when 100 drops is going to come out.